So the
So I'm
topic
going to
was
read you,
yeah.
Sorry. Carry on.
So Qiraat-e-Amma, Qiraat-ul-Amma is Abbas has brought a book. Last time we spoke about it, the camera didn't record our voice, so now we're redoing it. The question was that where is the original Quran? Because it was collected by Abu Bakr, and that collection would have been a complete Quran, which would not require Uthman to then recollect the Quran, because that would mean that we have multiple Qurans. All right. You're not leaving, are you?
I have to go.
Oh, yeah. All right then. See ya. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So basically, I was trying to make a point
Okay.
that originally there was only one Qiraat. Yeah, and for that I'm going to make a lot of references from the history,
Yeah.
from the very early Islamic history.
All
There was
right.
no concept of Ubay bin Ka'b, Abdullah bin Masud, the Zayd bin
Okay.
Thabit. They have different qira'ats and all that. And the many tabis, early Muslims in the very first century, they are telling that there's only one qiraat. And I'm going to give you quotations with references.
So, can you tell us which
This
book
is-
we are
this is-
looking at here?
This
Which
is the book
called what?
The
History of the Quran, Critical Study.
by Dr. Shahzad Salim. He's a
Shahzad Salim, PhD.
He has his thesis on Quranic manuscript in the Quran from the University of Wales. You can look
Wales,
at
okay.
You look at the book. He's
Okay.
a proper scholar.
All
And
right.
It's not his word.
All
He's
right.
bringing the references. Obviously,
All right.
he done all his research. 20 years of research about the Quran and the history of the Quran.
Okay, now if this is such an important discovery that he has made through his book, right? He has written a book about it through his thesis and all that. He's done the research. Is that something that's not available to the rest of the ummah? Because 99% of the
It's
people
available, and he's telling it's always been available. It's been known by elite scholars.
Elite
The common
scholars.
people didn't know about that because elite doesn't want common people to get confused. Because for knowledge is such thing, then you need to have a proper full knowledge. If you have a half knowledge, you get confused. That's a half truth is more dangerous than a lie. So that's why the known people, the scholars, they knew about it, and they knew it's a very complicated topic in many different opinions. So that's why common person doesn't know that.
Okay.
So and it has been written forever.
When
since.
was the book written, by the way?
This book is published in 2019.
Oh, okay. So it's only a few years
no,
old.
but he's talking about Al-Zarakshi.
No. Those references he's giving are from the old,
books.
from the very old
This is-
times, like
yeah,
from the beginning
this kind
of Islam.
Books been written many times.
This kind of book has been, and there's all those books have said the same thing that this book is saying.
I'll give you. He's quoting from those books, and for example, one book is written like 1,000 years ago by Al-Zarkashi, called Al-Burhan fi Ulumul Quran. Yeah. Another one, Al-Suyuti. You must have heard the name Suyuti.
Yeah.
Who also lived nearly 1,000 years ago. His book called Al-Itqan fi Ulumul Quran. They are all about the Quran and the history of the Quran, the collection of the Quran. So he's quoting from those kind of books, those kind of scholars, and he's pointing out and he's collecting them in one place. For example, this particular topic. Was there any early one unique recitation? Quran. One. And he's quoting many different scholars or people, Sahabi, Tabi'in, they're saying yes. For example, I'm going to give you the references as well. This one I read the other day, I think I was talking about Abdul Rahman al-Sulami. He's a Tabi. He's the one who's a teacher of Asim, and Asim is a teacher of Hafs.
Hafs, okay.
Al-Sulami has learned from Hazrat Ali and Abdullah bin Masud.
Abdullah bin
He's
Masud.
He's student of both of them.
Both of them.
And what he's saying.
What is he saying?
And this book is Al-Zarkashi Al-Burhan. This book, which is 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
He's quoting from that book, volume 1, page 299.
Yeah.
So he's saying this.
Okay.
He says, Abu Abdur Rahman al-Sulami said, the reading of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Zayd bin Thabit, and that all of the Muhajirun and Ansar was the same. They would read the Quran according to Al-Qira'atul Amma, the common recitation. This is the same reading which was read out twice by Allah's Messenger والسلام, to Jibreel in the year of his death. Zayd ibn Thabit was also present in this reading. The Al-Arda Al-Akhira, the final revision. Al-Arda Al-Akhira means the final revision. And it was this very reading that he taught the Quran to people until his death. Who's Zayd bin Thabit? So what he's saying, all the companions, Muhajir and Ansar, they have one reading called Al-Qira'atul Amma, the common. So this is one reference. Another reference I'm going to give you is this one. This is a reference by Al-Salami Abu Bakr ibn Mujahid. Now Ibn Mujahid, you know that he's the writer who who picks seven
But this
recitations.
person is 324 AD.
No,
right?
he is the one who's collecting all these.
okay.
He's the one who says 7 recitations. No, Ibn Mujahid.
Okay.
He's the one who picked 7 recitations.
7 recitations.
What did he say, sir?
What did he say?
The first person to have selected the 7 canonical readings has specified that he taught the very reading on which Uthman had striven to gather the Ummah on. He writes. What did he say? The first person who taught the reading in Kufa on which Uthman had gathered the people was Abu Bakr Abdul Rahman al-Salami. Same one, Asim's teacher, who was a teacher of Hafs. And where is he saying that? In his book called Ibn Mujahid, Kitab al-Saba. I mean, Abdul Rahman al-Salami was teaching the same, which Uthman gathered the Quran. So what we learn from these two narrations is Qur'atul Amma was from the very beginning until the death of Zayd bin Thabit. He was still for many decades after. Another one, very interesting one I'm going to quote is this. Abida ibn Amr al-Salamani, which is 72 after Hijrah. He is a Kufan Tabi. You know what Tabi is?
No.
A companion of a companion. Sahabis.
Oh, okay. Tabi.
Sahabis
Okay.
disciple.
Sahabis.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he say? While alluding to this Al-Qira'atul Amma, reports that the people are reciting the same reading in his times. In the time of Atabi, same at the time was presented to the Prophet ﷺ by Jibreel in the year of his death. So he's saying 72 Hijrah after, he's saying there was one reading. Everybody was reciting the same, which was Muhammad ﷺ.
So where did you? Okay, go ahead.
So this point you are making, this point that there were many different qira'as from the very beginning, that point's been refuted by these all Tabi and the students.
So
of
you're telling me that Hafs Quran is the original one, and the Kowloon Quran, or the what do you call the other one in Tunisia? Those Qurans are.
No. What I'm saying is the Hafs Quran is Al-Qira'atul Amma. Why? Because the Abdul Rahman al-Salami, who learned from Hazrat Ali and Abdullah bin Masud, he's saying there's only one Qira'at. So it's not possible that he's teaching different Qira'at to anybody else, because he said this is the same Qira'at. So his teacher, his student is Asim. Asim what's his name? I don't remember the full name. But Asim's student is Hafs.
Okay.
So obviously Al-Qira'atul Amma.
Okay.
Hafs
So tell me now, why do we have other, ones that are in northern Africa and stuff? Well, not the Hafs, the Kowloon and the other one, what's it called, Varsh, right? And there's a few other ones. So where did they come from?
They came from people were in the beginning was allowed to recite differently because of their accents. Yeah. Muhammad Sassam did allow, like accent wise, you can. But what I'm saying, where there is a difference of Kowloon and Varsh, if there is a difference, and they are very minuscule differences. Every Quran, Kowloon, Varsh, Duri, every Quran start from Al-Fatiha, finish on An-Nas. All have 140 chapters. All 6,236 verses are all there. Every Quran has same verses. Where there are slight differences of pronunciation, in that they are different from Hafs. So Hafs is correct on that, the pronunciation. Wherever they differ from Hafs, Hafs take precedence. Hafs takes the authority because Hafs is Al-Qira'atul Amma. The others are not Al-Qira'atul Amma. And scholar says there was ikhtiyar. Have you heard of ikhtiyar?
Ikhtiyar means authority.
In Arabic, ikhtiyar meaning giving a choice. They took the choice given.
Authority given. Ikhtiyar is authority.
Yeah,
if we have ikhtiyar,
everyone was given ikhtiyar to
means
pick
authority.
from different sources. So others.
Who was doing this?
Others took ikhtiyar.
Who gave the ikhtiyar? Who are we referring to now?
Well, the ikhtiyar is like Muslim Ummah, because there are many akhbar-e-ahad, many mention that this verse is read by like this.
Yeah.
This verse is read like this.
Siratul Lazina or Ziratul Lazim, right? Or something like that, right?
Yeah,
so those are different ones. So which one is correct?
Or Malik or Malik.
There are a lot of other. No. There are actual different words meaning different, like Qatila or Qatilu or something like that, which means like they have different meanings.
I think it's good to present those.
Look, I just
things.
started this with you. You came with your book. I wasn't even thinking we were going to do this. So maybe we're going to have a part 3.
then you need to.
I just wanted to bring this
you
to
need
the
to bring
attention.
those things,
I will bring the.
and we have to look into that.
No. Look, last time you said you're going to bring your book. You brought your book, okay?
About what?
About the point that there was one Qira'atul Amma, and you're showing me this book that was written in 2019.
No, but he's quoting.
He's quoting the old sources. I understand
and
that.
he's giving the references. You can go and check it.
That's fine. But the people right now, Ummah, is not of the same opinion that you have brought from this book, that there was only one Qiraat. Okay?
It's not my opinion though.
No, I'm not saying it's your scholar's opinion.
No, it's not. It's the scholar's opinion.
Okay.
It's the opinion of Tabi'is.
That's
and even
right.
Ashabi, he is going to quote Ashabi as well.
Right.
Abdullah bin Masud is also quoted in it.
Okay.
There was only one Qiraat.
Right.
Abdullah
So
bin
let me.
Masud
Abdullah bin Masud was the one that had a problem with Uthmanic Quran, right?
No, he didn't. What he has was the issue that I don't want to give up mine one. Because
Okay.
that was his personal copy. For example,
Ah.
this book. Yeah, I have many things written down there, pinpointed pencils and all that. Some things I've written. Abdullah bin Masud must have written a lot of things.
All right.
In his Quran, there's a hadith and
Ah.
tafsir of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what he said. He has must have many
Oh, he's
notes.
marked notes and
yeah.
marks,
Now,
yeah.
if I have all this note work done so much,
Uh-huh.
you even give me new book like this
Yeah.
and 10,000 pound. I
Right.
say, no, I don't want.
I want
just
my
want to
own
keep
one.
this.
Right.
And somebody said, no, we're taking from everyone.
Okay.
I don't want to give.
Now-
So Abdullah bin Masud, we are saying he is not disagreeing with Uthman Raziyallahu anhu. What he said, he don't want to give his copy. But Uthman Raziyallahu anhu said, rule is rule. I'm asking everybody to give your copy. It's just
Why
a rule.
would he do that?
Because he doesn't want any confusion, because he was told, according to Hadith, he was told there are people are reciting the Quran different ways. Yeah? Save this Ummah because a lot of people were non-Arabs who became Muslim in the time of Umar Raziyallahu anhu. When Persians become Egyptians, Islam was spreading everywhere, North Africa as well. So a lot of people are non-Arabs, they don't understand the pronunciation, they're pronouncing the vowels differently. And the vowels were not written at that time. So Arab could see the difference.
The diacritical marks were not written at that time.
No, diacritical marks were there and they were different. The different meaning, if you want to point dot, maybe dot is not there, but there's slight little line. That shows that it's a noon. And
So
not
you're
ba.
telling me that the original
Yeah.
Quran, okay, let me go back now. I'll let you make your point. So I want to speak to counter your point, right?
Okay.
But you have to give me a chance because if
No,
I speak
you have
and
a
you,
chance.
right. So now here's the thing. My argument to you is, there's a few points that you have made quite a few points. So I'm going to try to address each one because I've got a chance to do it now. First point was the Abu Bakr Quran had diacritical marks exactly the same as the Hafs Quran.
No.
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 Okay,
It was
that's fine.
written different. In the time of after I think Yusuf bin Hajjaj, they say when they put very clearly everything.
What year was that?
I think it was by 60, 70 years. Yusuf Hajjaj bin
So
Yusuf.
are you saying the 70 years after the Prophet, the Quran had diacritical marks that you have
more
the
clear,
same?
more clear than it used to be.
Okay. Let me
Because
ask
we
you.
have the copies of the old Qurans.
That's fine.
Like for example, it's written like this.
Yeah, then there is no diacritical marks
hang on.
there.
But when you are reading it,
Yeah.
if you're Arab, if you have a knowledge of when you read the whole sentence, you read it as if it's a fa or ba, or it's na or ba. Yeah, ba.
That's fine. The way you read
because,
it, it's
because
okay.
of their knowledge of the language, they can
Okay,
read it.
understand.
So that's why
understand.
Arabs are reading,
understand. Okay.
and non-Arabs didn't understand that.
That's right.
For non-Arabs, they were put.
So now what I have gathered from what you just said on this one point, that the diacritical marks were put by the Arabs for the non-Arabs. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, if I get that correctly. Okay. And that was
To
done 70
pronounce
years?
To pronounce it as it should be.
Okay, fine. That's fine. But the diacritical marks were put like 70 years later, right?
Well, some people say Hajjaj bin Yusuf, but there's debate. In this book, he did debate.
Because there is a
Even
debate
they
that
say-
it was put like 200-300 years later.
No. There's a debate. There's one of the student of Hazrat Ali. His name I forgot. He say he's the one who's the first one dead. So there's a debate even in this book. There's a chapter about that. Was it Hajjaj bin Yusuf really, or was that the Tabi? He's a student of Hazrat Ali. He did it. So he brings references from that as well. But I have to
And
look
what
at-
does he have to say about that?
He say it's not clear that who did it, but some scholars say it was Hazrat Ali's student, and some says it was Hajjaj bin Yusuf.
Right. Because we know...
Even Hajjaj bin Yusuf did it. That's we're talking about like 70 years after Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Right.
For everybody.
Right. So we know that the diacritical marks are very critical in a language like Arabic. Because you misplace any of those, you got a whole different text, right? Okay. So those diacritical marks have to be put on there by somebody who knows exactly what the Quran is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
All right. So who was that person who knew exactly where the diacritical marks are supposed to go?
I just told you, it was Hazrat Ali's student.
Yeah, but
Some
there's a
scholars say it was a
no.
tabi.
But there was a dispute, right?
Yeah.
About that, right?
And there's no problem.
No problem.
Because everybody was reading the Quran, even if Hajjaj bin Yusuf did it, which is 60, 70 years after,
Right.
everybody was reading the Quran as should have been read.
Let me tell you something. Why 60, 70 years is a very big problem. Let me tell you why. Because Abu Bakr Quran was like within 2 years, right? Okay. That Quran is what I asked you for the first time, because I said, look, Abu Bakr was the Khalifa. Khalifa has all the resources available to him. He had a committee to say, hey, put the Quran, compile it, because we lost losing people who can recite the Quran properly. And your Prophet said, these 4 qaris are the one that you should get the Quran from when I'm gone. All right. So those qaris were still alive, right, at the time of Abu Bakr. So in my opinion, if I was Abu Bakr, I would say, hey, take this Zayd or bin Kaab or whoever, there were 4 of them, Zayd and Kaab, and I don't know who, forget the names. So those guys, and let's put it together, because if they have their Hafiz, they know exactly the Quran that Prophet in his last year when he recited it twice, right, in 1 year, he knows that one, right? What was it? It was what did you say? Zayd. Was it Zayd? Zayd bin Thabit. So get Zayd bin Thabit.
Personal secretary of Muhammad.
That's fine. So get Zayd bin Thabit and write down the Quran. That's it.
Yeah. It was all for Arabs at that time.
Okay, listen, my friend.
That problem was not non-Arabs was not there.
Listen, no. There was another problem. Look. When you say this was what?
Talk about Abu Bakr's time.
Okay, Abu Bakr's time is only 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very short time.
Yeah,
so in that 2 years, you have a war going on. People are being killed, right?
No, that was Uthman.
Uthman. Okay, why was the reason why?
Yamama was different. Where the Hafiz was killed.
Yes. Yeah. And what time was that Yamama?
It's Abu Bakr's time.
Abu Bakr's time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So why are you making it confusing?
We're talking about the diacritical marks.
No. It's all connected. I'm going to connect everything for you.
Okay.
But listen to this. First of all, there was a written Quran by Abu Bakr because the compilation was done, because the oral stuff was getting mixed up too. Because according to your Prophet, Zayd was the one who was the best of the qaris, right?
Yeah.
So he was alive. Abu Bakr, when they came to him, he could have just asked Zayd, hey, you know the last version of the Quran, which was given in the last year of the Prophet by him and Jibreel, right? Zayd?
No, you're wrong here.
Okay.
What I read was, it doesn't say it was only Zayd bin Thabit knew that.
Okay, who else?
Last version. The hadith clearly says all were reading. All, not only Zayd bin Thabit.
Okay, who else was there? No, you said that he was his secretary, so he would have been there.
No, but you implying that it's only Zayd bin Thabit.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying what you told me, that Zayd bin Thabit was he was there.
One of the people.
Okay, so how many people knew?
All.
Okay. All mean what?
The reading of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Zayd bin Thabit, and all the Muhajirun and all the Ansar, meaning all Muslims, was the same. The same.
That's right.
So there's no difference.
No difference.
No only Zayd bin Thabit. All of them were reading one reading. Which is called Al-Qira'atul Amma, the common recitation. Yeah, that's what that means.
That's right.
Al-Qira'atul Amma means the common recitation.
Right.
So everybody knew that.
So everybody knew that. Yeah. That makes it very easy then. So that means that when you compile the Quran, right, the diacritical marks were not there, right? So but the recitation was all the same.
No.
There was one
when
recitation.
When you say diacritical marks was not there, I didn't say it wasn't there at all. What I'm saying it was not as regular appear in the Musaf as appear regular later on.
Later, like 70 years later.
When they know, some say 70, so Hajjaj bin Yusuf time. Some says even the time of the companions, the student of Hazrat Ali, he's writing it. Yeah. So the earliest, even Hajjaj bin Yusuf. That means the whole Quran was not diacritical marks and vowels was not there. So Hajjaj bin Yusuf came and he completed all diacritical marks and the vowels. Yeah, but Hajjaj bin Yusuf could not have done by himself Because if you make any mistake, the people who are reciting the Quran for 70 years, they will correct him straight away. How could you say, Alhamdulillah, Rannul Alameen? It should be Rabbul Alameen. So you could not make Ba as Noon. So Judge bin Yusuf, what he did, what everybody was reciting, he said, let's put everywhere, so no confusion left for everyone.
Alright.
So he could not even make a mistake. Even if he wanted to make deliberately, nobody would allow
And this
him.
was done in the year?
I'm saying if the worst scenario, Hajjaj bin Yusuf, 60 to 70 years after.
That's right.
But it says other scenario is he was a student of Hazrat Ali, which was Hazrat Ali died in 30 years after Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's death.
Okay, listen to me. Hazrat Ali, was he the one who compiled the Quran when Abu Bakr was compiling the Quran? Was he on the committee?
No, he wasn't.
Who was there? Zaid.
No, Abu Bakr to give this job to Zaid.
Zaid,
He could
right.
have either given job to anyone,
Okay,
but
fine.
he gives the job to Zaid.
Okay, listen to my comment.
Yeah.
Look, Zaid is the right-hand man, like the secretary of the Prophet, right? Okay. He knows the Quran.
Secretary work means you do scribe
Scribe
write
and
the kind of
everything.
thing.
So he knows-
Hazrat Ali is doing other things.
That's
main
right.
Other jobs,
So
other
his
things
job
to
is to do this stuff. He's a scribe. His job is...
If anybody
to
could have done that. So Abu Bakr chose, you are the person who used to do this kind of thing, you carried on.
But the Prophet assigned him too. Prophet
He
said...
doesn't have one scribe, he has many scribes.
That's fine, but when out of all the scribes he had, Zaid was one of them that he said that after I'm gone, take the Quran from Zaid or
No, he
Kaab, or there were 4 that he named,
Zaid
right?
was not on them.
Not on them.
No.
Okay.
Abdullah bin Masood,
Abdullah bin
Kaab,
Masud,
Salim,
Salim,
and who?
there were
Another
4.
one, I forgot, yeah.
Okay.
So those hadiths also have differences in them. One says, if you want to take the recitation, take from them. One says, if you want to take the Quran, take from them. Now, there's
So
a
what is the difference?
The Qari, the one who recite,
Yeah.
meaning his recitation is the most beautiful recitation.
Right.
So, alam of the Quran is not the same,
Not the same.
necessarily
Okay, fine.
as Qari.
Alright.
So there's a two different
different,
narratives.
so,
Are
okay.
they the best Qaris?
Or are they
they
the
are the
first-
best alams of the Quran?
Alams. Okay, Qari
even
and
if
alam.
Even if they are the best alams of the Quran, so what?
So
And
when the Prophet said 4, were they Qaris or the Alams?
that's why I said two different hadith says that. If you want to take the Quran, take from them. If you want to learn the Quran, take from them. If you want to take recitation of the Quran, take from them.
Okay.
Yeah? So
Alright.
they have a
Alright.
different
That's
meaning.
fine. That's fine.
But even
right.
that both are true, what's the point?
All right. My point is this: you're saying that we have a Quran that's the verbatim word of Allah, right?
Yes.
Okay. For that to be true, you would have to have the verbatim word preserved, right?
Which is
Right. Okay, fine. That's what we are talking about, the preservation of your Quran. And I'm saying it's all over the place. There is no preservation of your
You didn't
Quran.
give me one example yet.
Okay, let's go there then. Abu Bakr's Quran does not have the diacritical marks.
It doesn't say that.
Okay, it does not have it.
doesn't
Okay,
say that. I
you
say
haven't
it-
proven
it-
that.
it
You
was-
have said, given me a lot of theories, but you haven't proven.
Okay, show your claim that Abu Bakr's Quran doesn't have diacritical marks at all. Show me.
So, no. It's not like that. You're asking me to show you something
You are the
that.
one who's making the claim.
Okay, so are you saying that it had the diacritical marks?
What you say they did not had it. I say they had it, yes, but it was perfected more later
Okay,
on.
so
for
let's say we
non-Arabs.
had the imperfect.
No, it was perfect. But for the non-Muslims, it was put for them to be understand.
You know,
For
you are trying to have it both ways.
No, for Arabs it was perfect.
You can't have it both
For
ways,
Arabs
my
it was
friend.
perfect. For Arab does not need vowels.
Okay, if it was for the Arabs, okay, right?
Yeah,
let's
but
let's say it was for the Arabs, okay.
It-
Okay,
it-
let's go there. Let's go there. So the first 2 years of your faith, after your prophet passed away, you had the perfect Quran that was perfect for the Arabs, not the non-Arabs. Non-Arab speaking.
Quran was always perfect, yeah. But Arabs can read without vowels. Non-Arabs cannot read without vowels.
No. Without the diacritical marks, my friend, listen. The Arabic language, the diacritical marks, if they are changed, they can change the whole sentence. Okay? The meaning of the word can change.
And
So diacritical marks are very
diacritical
critical
marks were
marks.
I
Okay.
never said they were not there.
All right.
But I
You
say
said that they were not there completely.
instead of dot, it was a little line dash
Yeah,
on top
okay.
of the which is noon.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
it was not a dot, no, like
No.
little dash there, and then the whole sentence tells you it should be ba,
All right.
or it will be na, or it will be tha.
Okay, fine,
Yeah?
fine.
So the knowledge of the language, they doesn't need to write it down there. They can still read it without even diacritical marks.
Without even diacritical marks. So the Arabs could read the Arabic without the diacritical marks, right? But you're saying that there were enough diacritical marks for the Arabs to read it perfectly.
Yeah, to see
so that's right.
And there are proofs here. Dr. Shahzad Salim brings some Quranic copies, and then he shows, maybe it's a bit too dark, there are diacritical marks but differently, like instead of dot, it's a little line.
No, I got your point. Let's move on from that. I got your point.
So
you're saying that they were
back to diacritical marks?
No. I'm going to move on from there. But my friend, listen to me. That Quran was compiled by Abu Bakr,
right,
and then it was kept with Hafsa or somebody, you know, the daughter of the second.
It was kept by Umar radiallahu anhu first.
Yes, it's daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Now comes the third caliph, which is Uthman.
Yes.
Right. Now Uthman had the problem where there were people in Baghdad, when they came to the mosque, they were having different recitations and they were fighting, and they came to him and said, "You better." They were non-Arabs because they were from Armenians and other Muslims that were new. They didn't know about the recitation. Now, first of all he had to do was take out the Hafsa's Quran and say, okay, let's copy this. We have the original Quran here, right? Why didn't he do that?
That's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. That's what the hadith says. You didn't even read the hadith.
Okay, tell me.
You want me to read the hadith, yeah?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. You pointed out that's exactly what he did.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly.
Good.
He says, bring the copy from Hafsa, and make copies out of it.
And make copies out of it.
Okay. That's exactly what he did.
All right. So there was no other source of material that he collected, right?
He said, we're going to copy from the original. Burn every other copy.
Wait.
There.
First of all, hold on. Wait a minute. How many copies were there?
Who knows how many? There were many.
What do you mean how many? Listen, my friend.
Count of that. He said, bring all.
Abbas. Listen to me. There's one copy of Hafsa. Who ordered anyone to make copies of that copy? Was there any recorded history where it says that the Hafsa's copy was copied by many?
Yes, that hadith.
Give me the
hadith says that.
Okay, which hadith says that?
That's Uthman. Hadith
No. Look, Uthman is the third caliph.
But you just say why Uthman didn't do that. Now I'm going to show you that
I'm giving you 2 points. You're trying to change the subject.
No.
I already got it. I got it. No, you're not going to get out of it.
You're running away now.
Now you're running away. Listen.
You are the one who's running away.
So you're trying to tell me that there was one Quran that Hafsa had.
You said
it was copied.
Why Uthman did not take that copy?
Oh, I didn't.
Hafsa,
No. I went past that.
Copies out of that. No, you say why he didn't do that. And I told you that he did.
He did.
Now you're changing it.
Okay,
why are you changing it?
I'm not changing it.
You did.
Okay,
you are changing it.
No, I'm not.
You just said why he didn't copy from Hafsa. That would be easy thing.
Because there is hadith that tells us that he collected all the copies and the leaves and the bones and the rocks. Right?
That's Abu Bakr's time.
That's Abu Bakr's time. Okay,
time.
so in his time...
That's where the copy of Hafsa comes.
Okay, that's fine. So in his time, Uthman's time, there was no rocks and stones or leaves, right?
Of course.
There was just...
Of course everything was there. But when he has all compiled in one place, why he has to go back to the bones and rocks and everything? When everything is compiled from them in that copy, why do you have to go back there?
That's right. So
that hard work done will be undone then.
That's right.
So he says just bring that copy and copy from that.
Okay, but he said he burned all the other musafs, right? It says that, right?
Everything was all written.
Okay, musafs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, musafs mean what?
Could be could be 2 pages, could be 5 pages.
5 pages, okay.
Could be other half copy of the Quran, half of the Quran. Could be the whole of the Quran.
Okay, fine.
But so he did not know that who has written it down.
Okay.
So he was told that people are making errors, and there are a lot of non-Arabs. They start pronouncing wrongly. So when they start pronouncing wrongly, they start writing wrongly. So he said, bring all, burn all of them, and bring the original copy, and we copy from them.
So did Masood have a problem with that?
I told you what Masood radiallahu anhu has a problem.
Okay, now
he had a problem that my personal copy I don't want to give away.
That's fine.
And that's
so
fine.
No, listen to this. Because Masood had students that he told them, do not use this copy. I only use this copy, and in Iraq, after that...
You didn't show me nothing we had.
Okay, no, this is all recorded history in your...
No, you need to show it to me.
Okay, I'll show it to you next time. If you want me to bring it, I'll show you.
I'm not going to address that point unless you show me.
That's fine. You haven't addressed anything that I've said.
I did.
You made up stuff. You said, well, there were some marks. There were some diacritical marks, and then you say the diacritical marks came 70 years later.
I said I'm going to show you, even he showed So what did he say?
No.
What did he say? It's all recorded.
Okay.
He said,
It's recorded.
That's fine, no worries.
Abbas, listen.
Now you keep going back to that point.
Abbas, listen to me.
Now
You
you
saying,
I'm
I'm
not
asking
showing
you, where is the Hafs Quran from the beginning to now? Do you have the same
You
Hafs
are
Quran?
very insincere, man. You're
No,
very insincere.
I'm not. I'm
Because
giving you
earlier-
exactly what you're saying.
Earlier you said
Okay.
the best thing.
He said the Hafs copy is the Abu Bakr's copy.
You must
Right?
have. You must. Have
Abu
been
Bakr's
doing-
copy doesn't have all the markings.
You must have been doing
Right?
so bad that he's trying to involve.
No,
in
no,
it.
no, I'm not-
Don't,
no,
don't,
no,
don't,
I'm
don't
just
involve.
telling him
Don't
because-
involve. You talking to me or him?
No, because you're talking over me.
Talk to me. I'm
No,
not.
listen to me.
I'm not
I
talking
listen
over
to you
I'm
all
saying
the
you're
time.
Changing.
I made you let you make all your points. Then when I come with my counterpoint, you keep talking over me. Okay,
go on.
listen. My claim was that your Hafs copy is not the one from Abu Bakr. You've admitted on camera that Abu Bakr had some of the markings, like very light markings that can be read by only Arabs, which is what you
I
said.
did not say exactly that.
Exactly, or whatever.
I said
It's
that
on
was- that
camera.
was
People
enough-
can
that
watch.
was enough for Arab to understand what it is.
But not the non-Arabs.
But non-Arabs, no, yes.
Right. Okay.
Obviously no.
And when did that come?
Huh?
The non-Arab part? When did those diacritical marks come? 70 years later.
No, I didn't say that. I said there are two narratives. One is the student of Hazrat Ali,
Yeah.
and the other one is Hajjaj bin Yusuf. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if we take the student of Hazrat Ali,
Did you have any reference or student
Everything
of?
is in this book. Everything is in this
Okay, give me the reference
book.
of
I can't open it
Abu.
right now. It must be somewhere.
Thank you.
Look,
So
look,
you
how-
don't have references too. So don't tell me I don't have my references.
No,
when you give
no,
me the
I'm not
reference.
making that claim.
No, you're making the
When
claim.
you no, I'm answering your question. When you make a claim, you must present your claim.
So
No,
I'm asking you to
no.
present it.
No, but you-
because listen, you saying my Hafs Quran that I read right now, all the markings were done
Earlier.
earliest time in point in time where the Quran was compiled, meaning Abu Bakr Quran is exactly matching my Hafs Quran.
Yeah.
That's what you're claiming. It's a very big claim.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but there are holes in
It's
your
the same
narrative.
Quran. Do you know the
You
original?
have holes in there. Look,
know the original
your
Quran?
original Abu Bakr, you don't even have it. Do you have Abu Bakr Quran?
We have Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Quran, not only Abu Bakr.
Where is it?
Whatever-
Okay.
what-
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't leave a Quran behind.
Al-Qira'atul Amma.
Listen, my friend.
I'll show you.
Your prophet
Man,
didn't leave
this
a
man is
Quran
so
behind.
insincere.
Did he leave a Quran behind?
What this narrative?
No.
What this narrative?
Who
is
was the
saying
first one who
is-
compiled
is
the
all
Quran?
written in books here.
Abu Bakr.
What this narrative is saying? He's saying the reading which was
This is Qiraat.
Arda al-Akhira,
Okay.
which came to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's the same one that every
Where
Muslim is
is
reading.
your Quran?
Every
Abu
Muslim
Bakr?
is reciting.
Where is the Abu Bakr Quran?
I'm talking about Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Quran. You talk about Abu Bakr Quran.
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never left a Quran behind.
He did.
Where?
All recitation, everybody is reciting.
Okay,
It's the same
I'm
Quran.
talking about
Now-
the Musaf.
No, Musaf.
Read Musaf.
Nobody's
I'm talking about
claiming-
Musaf.
Nobody's claiming that Musaf has been stored or restored.
That's
and
exactly the point.
We don't have those available.
That's
for us.
exactly what I'm
and
saying.
we don't have to have that available. Why?
No, you
because,
do.
Because from that, there are many other copies that are made from that. So when we made from all other copies from that original, and we memorized it, we don't need to. We don't need to keep the copies.
Right, right. Okay.
If everybody memorized it, you don't need to keep it.
You
For
don't need
example,
to keep it.
You timetable of 2. 2 times 2 is 2. 2 times
2 is 3, yeah, 4, 6, yeah.
2 times 3 is 6.
So
Now
you
this
have
timetable,
memorized it.
Everybody memorized it.
Yeah.
Even if somebody wrote the first timetable, first time
Right.
ever, that is lost. Doesn't matter. Everybody memorized
But
it.
where did the Qalun Quran come? Where did the Versh Quran
this is the
come?
common
You
knowledge.
said these are misrepresentation. You say only the Hafs is right. But where did these misrepresentations come
I'm
from?
saying what I showed to you.
Listen, you can't
Hafs-
have it both
let me
ways.
talk. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead.
You say, I say, Qalun and Varsh, they came and they are misrepresenting.
Yeah,
I just show you the references, earlier scholars.
I saw that.
Tabi, they say
saw that.
Al-Qira'atul Amma is the
Al-Qira'atul
original
Amma
one.
is the
And
original
who's saying that?
Who's saying
the
that?
teacher of Asim.
Nasim,
And Asim was the teacher of Hafs.
Hafs.
So Abdur Rahman al-Sulami is saying that. And people are saying Abdur Rahman al-Sulami all his life teach that thing.
What
In
was the
Kufa, in
year
Kufa.
of birth of Hafs? What was the time frame?
He died in 180.
180. So he was born in what? 100 years later, right? He was 80 or something, right?
Probably, yeah.
So he came like 100 years later,
Yeah,
Hafs, right?
Yeah.
So how did he have the right Quran?
No, it's not his Quran.
No, he's getting it from all the people that you're
He learned from
referencing.
Asim.
Who was
learned from
taught
Abdul
from
Salami.
Abdul Salami, and who learned from
Hazrat Ali,
Hazrat
and
Ali.
Abdullah bin Masud.
Abdullah bin Masud.
And they learned from Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi
Sallallahu
Wasallam. Muhammad
Alaihi
learned from
Wasallam.
Jibreel.
Right.
Jibreel learned from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala.
Okay.
That is the chain. So
That's
it's
the chain,
not
right.
Hafs Quran.
Right.
Do you know
so
that?
it's not the verbatim word of Allah then?
It is a verbatim word of Allah.
No, it's a word of Hafs.
No, which is repeated by all the people. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Whose word is that?
Okay.
Allah's word.
So for 100 years.
Does it become my word?
Okay, listen.
Of course not.
No.
It's Allah's word. I'm just
Okay,
repeating it.
All right. So Hafs Quran
Hafs
is the
are the
Allah's
same
Quran. Allah's Quran is Hafs Quran, right?
No, Hafs.
No. Allah's speech
Hafs
is
taught-
preserved
Hafs-
in the Hafs Quran.
Hafs
Is
taught
that right?
Al-Qiraatul Amma.
Okay, fine.
Hafs taught Al-Qiraatul Amma.
Which is what
Later
Allah
on-
gave to
later
your
on-
prophet.
Later on, it
Yeah.
becomes known as Hafs.
Okay, fine.
Because Hafs
but
the
that
one-
Qiraatul Amma was what Allah gave to your prophet through Jibreel
Which
in the last 1 year of his life.
What is the meaning of Al-Qiraatul Amma?
Is the one Qiraat, right?
No.
The-
Al-Qiraatul Amma. I told you a few times, you forgot.
Okay, go ahead.
Now don't forget.
All right, go ahead.
Remember it. Al-Qiraatul Amma means the common recitation. Amma means the common.
I know that. Amma means
Al-Qiraat
the
means
Quran.
the recitation.
The recitation, the common recitation.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
don't-
that.
Yeah. So what Allah gave Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam
What did he give
was
Allah?
the Quran.
No,
Quran.
no. Hold on. Which recitation?
No, Allah gave him the Quran.
Okay, but
Because
which recitation?
No. Listen to me.
Oh, yeah.
Allah gave him the Quran, where that Quran been common with everyone, everybody reciting that Quran, which is known as Al-Qiraatul Amma, the common recitation. Common recitation of what? The Quran.
Okay, what is Qiraat?
Recitation.
Okay, is there like 7 Qiraats or no?
Yeah, Ibn Mujahid, according to Ibn Mujahid. Not according to
Do you believe it or not?
I do not believe that is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Muhammad.
Okay, then what
ahadith say
Qiraat
that,
was? Okay,
but
fine.
those ahadith are akhbari
All right, that's fine.
They are
all right.
not mutawatir
I'm not going to
hadith.
go and argue about that right now. But let's say if I asked you, which Qiraat did Allah give to the
The one
Prophet
we have right now in Hafs.
in Hafs?
Yeah.
Is that the Qurayshi dialect?
Yes, it is.
It is the Qurayshi
Yeah,
dialect.
of course. Is the Quran? Hazrat Ali was a Qurayshi. Ibn Masud was Qurayshi. They taught Abdul Rahman al-Sulami, who came and lived in Kufa, taught in Kufa.
Was
for
Abu
40
Bakr
years.
Qurayshi?
They all Qurayshi, yeah.
And Uthman
All
was
Makkah
Qurayshi, right?
Yeah.
They were all Qurayshis.
Yeah.
Okay. So they used their Qiraat as
Allah
Allah's Qiraat.
revealed.
Huh?
Allah says in the Quran,
What?
we have revealed in your tongue, O Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
So he
we
is
have revealed the
meaning-
Quran in your tongue because he was a Qurayshi. In the Qurayshi
tongue, Allah is revealed.
Twice in the Quran. It
I
says,
see.
Chapter 19, verse 97, I think, and another place, Allah says, we have revealed this in your language.
In your tongue. So that means in the Qurayshi tongue.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So then there are 7
Uthman
Qiraat.
also told Zaid bin Thabit.
What?
If you disagree, Zaid bin Thabit
Uh-huh.
and 3 other, he
Yeah.
says, Zad Abu Bakr. If you disagree,
Yeah.
party of 4 people,
Then use the
go back to the Qurayshi.
Qurayshi. So
dialect.
that, can you explain to me why there would be a disagreement when there was only one Qiraat, Ayama,
But there
which was
wasn't.
the Qurayshi?
He said just in case if there is.
Just in case.
But it doesn't say there's any disagreement. He's just saying precaution. If verse comes to verse, make sure you will be in the Qurayshi dialect. Because Abu Bakr probably have known that some people, because there were some Bedouins as well, some illiterate people as well. And remember, there were some non-Arab Ashabis as well. Salman bin Farsi was non-Arabic. Bilal bin Habshi and Suhail bin Rumi.
Right.
Suhail bin Rumi.
Right.
They were non-Arab Sahabis as well.
Good.
So for them, maybe Arabic. Oh, they fight going on. So yeah, so some why they fight. So Abu Bakr knew that some people may be pronounced differently. So make sure pronunciation is preserved as it should be.
In the Qurayshi. Okay, fine. Now, if I was to write the Qurayshi dialect of
I'm
Arabic,
going to go in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and this is all I need.
Yeah.
5 minutes. If
It's
I
a very big topic.
no, but
We
let's
cannot
go
cover
to
all
one
of it
point.
right now.
Last point. Because of the Qurayshi dialect, when the Quran is written by Abu Bakr, the Musaf put together, was it put together in the Qurayshi dialect?
It has to be. It doesn't.
I don't know, man. I'm asking you. You say yes or no or maybe.
Yeah, what we read.
Okay, it would be is not an answer.
What we read.
I don't know what would be means.
Okay, what we reading the old
I want to
account,
know, was it written in Qurayshi
if you
dialect?
If you want to box me that answer has to be exactly.
Because you boxing yourself.
No.
You are telling me this is Allah's Qurayshi dialect. Allah gave the Quran in the dialect of the Prophet, and the Prophet dialect was Qurayshi.
Answer to your question is in these narratives which I already read. I don't know why you
Abbas, you are running around like crazy right now.
I'm not.
But listen to this. Listen to my last
You're
one.
not letting me speak, aren't you?
Oh, yaar, ye to main, I've looked at it this 10 times.
If it says the recitation of Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, Zaid, all the same, that means it is a Qurayshi. It has to be.
Oh, it has to be.
Qurayshi, yes.
Okay, fine.
So
when you write the Qurayshi,
you
okay,
try
listen.
to box me that I answer yes, Qurayshi. Okay, show me where it says Qurayshi.
Okay, fine.
Because it says,
Right.
if anybody have a common sense, says it has to be Qurayshi.
Okay, fine.
Because
So there is no question
this
then.
question is
So there is no question then that there is any other dialect of the Quran other than Qurayshi.
Yeah.
Then why is the seventh dialect of Quran, man? Why is there Varsh Quran? Why is there Qalun Quran? And also, when it was written, because Qurayshi dialect, the vowels and the diacritical marks have to be in specific places for it to be Qurayshi dialect.
Yeah, but have to pronounce as they should have pronounced.
Listen to me. If you're writing a Qurayshi dialect Quran, it would have to have the diacritical marking to match the Qurayshi dialect of Arabic.
Wrong question. Wrong assumption. What I'm saying is, not only that.
Not only that.
Qurayshi dialect could be Rabbul Alamin, Ratul Alamin, could be Rabbul
But there's only one Qurayshi, but you're mixing all this up, man.
Okay.
Is this some kind of
Al-Ibad, Al-Inad.
How do you sleep at night? It's the main question I want to ask you.
Al-Ibad,
Yeah.
let's say Qurayshi dialect, Arabic. Al-Inad, Qurayshi dialect, different meaning. Qurayshi dialect, but different meaning. So your question is, the direct critical marks make Qurayshi dialect. That's not the right assumption. That's not the right question.
But when you're preserving the word of Allah in the Qurayshi dialect, then you have to match the diacritical marks to the Qurayshi dialect.
Not only Qurayshi dialect, that's the Quran. If the Quran says Al-Ibad, no one has a right to say Al-Inad. That's what I'm saying. It's the Quran. It's nothing to do with dialect.
Right.
Here.
But
the word should be Al-Ibad always. Yeah. You know, it's nothing to do with dialect here. He's talking about the Quran here. Even the Qurayshi dialect, both words are Qurayshi. Or you changing the word of the Quran, you changing it. Doesn't matter Qurayshi or not Qurayshi. It's wrong. It's not the Quran.
So the Qalun Quran is also Qurayshi. And the Varsh Quran is also Qurayshi dialect.
I'm not saying that they are or they are not. I think they are. Pretty much they are, because they all originate from Makkah and Medina, Hijaz. They moved to Syria.
You know that it's been
Basra,
proven that there is
Syria,
a lot of
Basra.
differences between Varsh Quran and Hafs Quran, not in just the pronunciation, but in words and meanings.
I already told
All
you.
that stuff is different.
Last week
So
I told you
you're
as well.
yeah.
Any Quran. First of all Qurans, even the verses are all same meaning, same numbers.
I don't agree, man.
Okay.
I can show you next time. I'll bring you the differences. I will bring you the differences between Varsh and
Let me change my wording. Correct my
Quran,
wording.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, all Quran have 114 chapters. All Quran start with Alhamdulillah. One second, I'm finished here. Calm down. Hold your horses. Sometimes you have to have a courage to listen as well. All Qurans are so same in almost every way. I say almost. Even the verse number 6236, every Quran has that. Yes, there can be differences in things. So what I told you last week, I'm saying again. And some Muslims don't like it if I'm saying that as well. But I'm a seeker of truth. I follow the truth. Any recitation disagree with Hafs in any way, that recitation is wrong. And Hafs is right.
All right.
I'm not saying that.
We'll
a scholar like Dr. Shahzad
right.
Salim, he concluded that as well, because they're saying original recitation is Hafs recitation.
Right.
Which has
For tonight, I think we have come to a conclusion on this conversation for so far. We might have another one because there is a few things that I didn't have the right resources for you. And I'll bring that next time. But thank you for your time.
Yeah,
it
but
was a pleasure to speak to you.
You didn't bring next time you want to make a claim, at least bring your source. Look, Abbas, this is the claim here. Answer me.
Just like you showed me the claim about your Quran being the same as the Hafs diacritical marks on the Abu Bakr. Next time, diacritical marks that you have on Hafs, you're gonna next time show me.
Assumption answer in your own way.
You're gonna show me how that can match Hafs Quran, the Abu Bakr Quran, because you don't even have the Abu Bakr Quran, so you can't even make that claim.
You're going to bring the proof.
No.
So
I'm asking you. You're saying my first Quran is Abu Bakr Quran.
So you assume. I actually answer very
No,
clearly.
you don't answer anything. By the way, you haven't answered the question. Where is the Quran
Last
of
thing I'm
Abu
going to say to
Bakr?
you-
Because Abu Bakr, and where is the Quran of
You know,
Uthman?
the
You
original-
don't have your
The
Uthmanic.
original Quran doesn't have no vowels. Yes, no vowels. Yes. Why? Because Arabs doesn't need vowels. Yeah.
No, they-
Diacritical marks. There was enough for Arabs to understand Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. That it has to be the ba here. Okay? So diacritical marks were there enough for Arabs to understand. Every place there were diacritical marks? No. Yes, that's true. Hello. It wasn't. Okay. So the point here is, so I did already say to you, which was Quran written right now, in the form right now. Original Quran wasn't written like that. But the body of the Quran.
You don't even know what it was written because you don't have it.
No.
You don't have No, first of all,
even the Birmingham copy.
What, it is a full copy?
No,
it's
but
not.
they can see how it was written. They see the language, how it was written. So what I'm saying is, the body was the same. Body of Abu Bakr is in the Quran body, Alif, Lam, Ta, whatever it was, is the same as Hafs. The difference here is, now there are more diacritical marks here, and the more vowels there. But the original body which was revealed is never changed, is the same.
Okay, fine. That's your claim, but
No, it's a true claim.
No. You can make this claim only if you can produce the original Hafs or the original Birmingham copy is not a full copy of Quran.
No, whatever there is, you match that one.
That
with
is
the,
just
with the present day.
and there are question marks on that. Birmingham copy is dating as well. There's a question mark on
Birmingham
it.
copy have few verses, yeah? There are few verses, 3 pages, okay.
Yeah.
So now you bring that one and match with it right now.
What was the time of that
the
Birmingham?
body is the same.
Okay, when is that Birmingham copy from?
The Birmingham one, they say it goes from, it's a 70 years of period. 30 years before Prophet.
When you can show me that you have
years.
Listen, Abbas, there's a problem here. If you guys had an empire, Islamic empire from Abu Bakr time, there was no earthquake, there was no catastrophe where you can say we lost the Quran. Okay? These are your sources. They should have preserved the Quran because that was the mission for them to send so many copies. Uthman sent copies around. Why? So that it will be preserved. He didn't send it to just anybody. They were the governors. They had nobody came and took it from them. They didn't get invaded. They didn't have any fire. They didn't have anything. So how can they lose that? Because these are preserved copies, meaning they're not on paper, they are on vellum. Vellum copies last thousands of years. Okay?
No, there was no.
Yes.
No, what do you mean?
Yes. Musaf.
How old is your Old Testament oldest copy?
Okay, listen.
How old is it?
Let me answer it. No? Why are you asking?
Imagine Roman Empire, such a big, powerful empire.
Okay,
they were, yeah?
Yeah. Fine. Let me answer it. So the copy that we have from the Roman Empire is here in the
full copy.
Full copy is in the Codex. I think it's called Codex Sinaiticus. It's here in the library.
How old is that copy?
300 something.
Okay.
That's when the Christianity became legal, and Roman Church. They had this.
Okay.
Okay.
So there was no copy before that.
No, not before
all
that.
the 300 years, the Christians were all over in North Africa and everything. They didn't write anything.
You can get that. I'm sure there is a copy in Egypt, and there's copy in Ethiopian church, right?
How old is that copy?
Okay. You asked me a question.
But you said the oldest one is 300 years after.
Okay, listen. You asked me one question.
Where did Jesus, the disciples?
Are you going to keep asking?
You're not answering the question.
I'm trying to. You're not giving me the answer. First, you asked me, where's the Roman? You have the Roman Empire. Why didn't you preserve your Bible? I said yes.
No, that's not the point. I'm saying
that's the point. Is
John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, Peter, and
Paul.
They lived 300 years before. Where are their copies?
No,
why they didn't preserve those copies?
So let me answer it then.
Okay.
Christianity was illegal religion under the Roman Empire. It was not legal to be a Christian. Okay, it was persecuted religion.
Who say it was illegal?
It was illegal.
That's a lie.
Why?
There's only a couple of emperors. They went very heavy-handed over Christians.
You're now mixing two things up.
The rest of
you're
the
mixing two things
fine.
up. Was it legal? Was it legal to be Christian?
It wasn't illegal.
It was illegal.
No, it wasn't.
If you were a Roman soldier, you have to look. You're serving the Caesar if you're a Roman soldier. If you're a Christian Roman soldier and you say Caesar is not God, you can lose your job or your life as well.
No,
Yes, it is illegal.
No. You just known as the sect, the crazy people, the sect.
No.
Nobody stopped you.
If you are a professional soldier, your boss is also your god, because Roman gods, Roman Caesars were also gods. They were the high priest. So listen to me.
So
There was no. Can I finish,
no,
man?
you're wrong here, because was Judaism legal or illegal in the Roman Empire?
Legal or illegal?
No, what is there, legal or illegal? Judaism.
Judaism was only in Judah. Okay.
No,
and
in
those
Roman
people,
Empire.
did they put their?
No, in Roman Empire, were they legal or illegal?
Can I answer it?
Yeah. Answer yes or no. Legal or no legal?
Did they put their
You
own?
ask me the same question.
I'm gonna answer it if you just not keep.
Okay, answer
Okay,
me.
I'm saying.
Was Judaism legal or illegal in the Roman Empire?
Did the Roman governor
Don't
of
answer
Judea?
the question with a question.
I'm giving you the answer. They put their statue in the synagogue. Did they do that? Yes, they did. Why did they do that? Because they said you have to worship our God in your synagogue.
Right.
That was
Jews worship those. their
no,
statues.
but they did not. They did put the statue there
Right,
to
right.
tell them we are
They
your
could have
boss.
done- they-
We don't care
so-
about
so
your
they-
God.
So they could have done the same to the Christians as well.
That's right. But what I'm
Exactly.
saying is, listen to me. Jews were conquered by them, okay, by the Romans. Okay, they already had their religion, their temple, everything there in
So
place.
it's illegal. Judaism was legal.
Judaism, because
Was legal, even though they don't believe
hold
they
on,
gods.
hold on to me. When you are a Christian in their empire, they don't recognize you as a religion.
Why would they make it illegal? When Judaism, they don't believe they're gods, yet they are legal. So why would they make Christians illegal? They are the same.
Abbas, if you're going to ask the question, can give me a time to answer
because
it.
I know the answer already.
Okay, if
Yeah.
you're going to
Doctor-
answer your own question, then don't ask me the question.
Dr. Bhatt,
If you're going to
no,
answer, no.
I'm going
If
to
you want to
teach
have a monologue, you can go and have a monologue. If you want to have a dialogue on
No,
camera,
because-
let me answer your
No, because-
question.
because you
I
don't know
will
something
answer
which I
your
know.
question. No, you
know
don't.
something which I know.
Okay, what do you know?
Dr. Bhatt, when in his book he wrote that they said this is the biggest lie Christians make, that they were the persecuted people. They were not, apart from the couple of emperors of Romans, they went after Christians.
All right.
Most of the emperors, they just ignored them. They're the crazy sect, whatever. Let them be what they were. And the Christians were very strong. They have inside church even Unitarians killing Trinitarians, Trinitarians killing Unitarians. They're going all the way to North Africa. They were bishops. They were very strong churches within. And before Christianity became a Roman Empire religion, there were still 10% of the Roman Empire was Christian, which means millions. And you telling me those millions, none of them has a manuscript of the whole Bible, of
Okay.
the New Testament?
Can I answer
want
you?
to know where is that?
Okay.
What they wrote.
Right.
Why they
Can
don't
I answer
preserve
you?
it.
Can I answer you?
Yes.
You made a whole speech. Now give me 2 minutes to answer without interrupting. Okay,
Trinity.
thank you.
Take the Trinity.
Okay, so let me answer you. Christians were the lower class people. Okay, they were not the upper elite of the Roman Empire. Okay, these were just people who were working people, slaves or whatever, but they were not the highly educated, the most elite people who would have access to money and the resources to put a vellum copy together. You know what a vellum is? The animal skin. It's very expensive, which your Uthman and your Abu Bakr had access to. That's my point. Now our church was house churches. Did they give them permission to build churches in the first 300 years of Christianity? No. Go ask Bart Ehrman if they were allowed to build their own churches and have all that openly. No. They were house churches. They had one copy of, and they were on paper, not on vellum. So paper disintegrates within 100 years. Okay? So you keep making copies of paper, copies from paper. When you get to vellum, when you are the high priest or when you are like in the government and stuff, when they became powerful, they then wrote it on vellum, which is the copy I told you, Sinaiticus. We have it. And you have your first Khalifa on vellum and you don't have your vellum copy. That's my point. My copies from the first 300 years were on paper. They were keep copying. When they became powerful, when they had the power, they made it on vellum and then we preserved it. And you did not. You have your history telling you that you have made it on vellum. You have did this on Uthman and also Abu Bakr, and you have none of them. So where are they? That's what my question is. Yeah.
First of all,
now we are going to go into this. I thought you said you had to leave. Now we are going on and on with this one. Okay, that's fine.
In 1 minute, I'm going to rebut.
Okay, fine.
First of all, this thing you say, Christians were very poor in the first 300 years. They have no money, nothing. They couldn't write a copy. In your own Bible, they say they were even the rich men following Jesus Christ. A rich man, the one who has a big sepulcher, he say, give that to Jesus to light on that. It was the rich man in the beginning. And then Paul is asking the people all over Christian, give money to the Jerusalem church. Give more money, and he was supporting. A lot of people giving money, and he's supporting people on other parts, Corinthians, Galatians, whatever. He's building more churches. Where they? 1 second, I haven't finished yet. Where is they building all that if they have no money? This is a lie that the Christians were so poor. They were building churches. They had a Jerusalem church as well. They are going in North Africa, the bishops as well. As I said, Unitarians are so sourceful. They are killing Trinitarians ones. Trinitarians killing Unitarians one. They're sending their, what do you call them? Those people that you hire people to kill. Those kind of assassins. They are hiring assassins for each other. What I'm saying is, they did not have enough money, poor people, to make one proper copy of the Bible. So when you say, where is the original copy of the Quran? I say, where is the original copy of the Bible? Now I'll answer your question. Why Muslims don't have that? Because what's different in Islam and Christianity is this. We Muslims memorize the Quran. The Quran is in our hearts. We memorize it. That's what Umar says. Hufaz are dying. Save, make a copy. That was his thing, that all the Hufaz died. But he didn't know that there will be many more, millions of more Hufaz in Islam. So they take precaution. Okay, now make the copy.
Precaution.
So even if the original copy is gone, they don't care. Because they have everything preserved in the heart.
Abbas, you have exposed the problem with your oral recitation several times.
So
that's why it was preserved on paper. It was written down because the oral recitation wasn't working.
We Muslim memorize.
You don't have the 7 Qurats. So you don't have your original Quran. Okay, you don't have your anything. Now come on, you can take all your time and run away.
I didn't speak.
No, but now
when you were speaking, I didn't speak.
Fine,
I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish. So the final point in brief is this: when you point at Muslims that where is your original copy, I say, where is your original copy? Why James, Paul, Peter, all the disciples, or the bishops,
fishermen, carpet maker, tent makers,
why they
not Khalifas,
why they did
not
not
Khalifas.
10%,
your Khalifas did not want to preserve your
Roman
Quran.
Empire were Christians, yeah.
Khalifas never preserved your Quran.
They become 60% because the emperor become Christian.
When the emperor became Christian, we preserved the Quran.
You're talking over me now. I didn't talk over you.
Come on, man. Okay, fine. All right, fine.
No,
because you're making 10,000 points.
No,
you think I'll have time to answer all your 10,000 points?
It's only one point I'm making it. I'm just keep saying the same thing. You guys, when you point at Muslims, where is your original copy? Why you don't have original copy? Why is your oldest copy is 340 years after, which is in the British Museum? So that's why we Muslims says we don't have the original Quran, because what we have is unique than we memorize in our hearts. Even there's no copy in the world of Quran left, we will still have the Quran tomorrow.
That's a very old story, and it's been disproven by yourself hundreds of times on camera. The oral recitation never worked. They always had problems with the recitation. They said, let's write it down so we don't get this problem. That's why they came to Uthman saying, we are having problem with this. Why don't you write this thing down so we can all have one copy? And that was the preservation of your Hafs Quran, but you don't have it. Why don't you admit it?
That? Because you were opening a new question now.
No, it's the same question.
No, it's not.
I just took 2 minutes. You took 10 minutes. I took like 1 second. Okay, fine. All right, keep going on then.
Yeah, now you're saying that Uthman, if oral tradition doesn't work. What Uthman time he did was, he say, now the Now the non-Arabs are starting it, writing it differently. Let's teach non-Arabs what is exactly every surah, every verse, how it is written, how it is pronounced. Let them teach them one. Once they learn, no problem, non-Arab or Arab.
So then where did the Qalun come from? Then where did the Hafs come from?
That's a different story.
That's not a different story. These things have been going on from your Quran since the beginning. You have problems with this preservation. You have to write it down. Now you have made a point that Hafs Quran is the right one, and I'm telling you that nobody believes that.
I'm not saying it.
No, you're giving me the references. You're giving me the references.
The Tabi, they're saying that. And one more thing for your information. Hafs Quran is the only Quran, only recitation, which is available every single part of the world.
No.
95%.
No, they don't use that.
95% of the Muslim world follow Hafs. 100%. The 5% which is in North Arabia,
North Africa,
11 countries in North Africa, and Yemen as well, some say, they have other options as well. Warsh, Qalun and all that.
Where did those options come from?
They also have hubs available to them as well.
But they don't use it.
95% of the Muslim world is reciting hubs. That is the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allah said, I'll preserve 95% of the Quran. That's it.
It's 100.
No, not 100%. You said that 95% of Muslims.
What I'm saying is 5% are taking the option of following the other one, even though the option of Hafs is available. Even in Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Hafs, you will find Hafs.
All right.
But you will not find Qalun, Warsh and everything in Russia or in Turkey or in Indonesia or Pakistan.
Let's continue next week. Thank you for your time.
So Hafs is the original Al-Qira'atul.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
No worries.
All right. So we'll continue this next time. All right, let's get this over here. So again, this was a discussion we had last time, but the mic wasn't working. But this is the problem. They keep having this problem. They want to say that, it was orally preserved, but then they had to write it down because oral recitation wasn't working. They didn't have the diacritical marks. Now he says, yes, they do have diacritical marks. Then they say, no, they had it 70 years later. It's all over the place. So this is it. Abbas has really destroyed this whole notion of 7 qirats. There is no 7 qirats. According to Abbas, there's only one qirat. There should be only one Quran. There should not be. He says that Qalun Quran and Warsh Quran are false. That's what he says, that only Hafs Quran is correct. So everybody in North Africa, you are not Muslims, according to Abbas. You're following a false Quran. Jesus is Lord. Islam is completely confused and from the devil. I'm out.